Reno, Nevada, a city of 500,000 people, woke up this morning with a wildfire on its doorstep. The Hawk Fire jumped Highway 395. It shut down an emergency room. It knocked out power for 60,000 customers. The governor declared a state of emergency. And as of right now, it is 0% contained. This fire went from 30 acres at 11:30 Saturday morning to over 10,100 acres by Saturday night. That is not a typo. 30 acres to 10,500 in less than 12 hours. Reno's mayor said it live. Structures have already burned. Your life is more important than a building. And this morning, the weather that drove this fire last night, it's not done yet. So let's get right into it. Sunday, August 23rd, 2026. This is the forecast you need to hear today. All right, let's start with exactly what happened overnight in Reno and what comes next. The Hawk Fire is burning in the northwest Reno area near Peavine Peak, Verdi, Somersett, the North Valleys. It started just before 11:30 Saturday morning as a small vegetation fire near Somersett community. Within hours, gusty southwest winds and single-digit humidity blew it into a major urban interface emergency. As of the latest NIFC mapping, 10,523 acres, zero containment, because still undetermined as of this morning. Nearly 1,000 homes threatened, confirmed by U.S. Forest Service Humboldt-Toyabe National Forest. 400 firefighters worked through the night. Helicopters flew in the dark, and the fire still ran. Here's the power outage picture, and this tells you how serious this is at the infrastructure level. NV Energy initiated emergency de-energizations. That's a planned shutdown to keep fire from hitting power lines. The result, approximately 60,000 customers in Washoe County without power as of Saturday night. Separately, all 12,500 plus customers of the Truckee-Donner Public Utility District in Truckee, also dark. That's because NV Energy's transmission lines feed Truckee's grid. They pulled the plug, all of Truckee went black. The fire also forced the emergency room at North Valleys, part of Northern Nevada Medical Center, to temporarily close. US 395 northbound was shut from Parr Boulevard. Southbound kept open only for evacuees heading south to safety. The Reno-Sparks Convention Center opened as an overflow evacuation shelter after the Evelyn Mount Center filled up. The fire crossed into Sierra County, California. The Sierra County Sheriff issued an evacuation warning. Officials noted it was spreading northeast, away from California, but that picture can change fast with wind shifts. Now, what does this morning look like for crews? Here's the weather reality they're waking up to right now. The NWS red flag warning for northern Washoe County is still in effect this morning. Southwest winds 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusts to 40 miles per hour, relative humidity as low as 12%. At 12% humidity, cured grass and brush ignites as easily as paper. That's confirmed NWS language. This is not an improving situation yet. Sunday could be as dangerous as Saturday for fire spread. Okay, let's pull back to the bigger fire picture because the Hawk Fire does not exist in isolation today. The United States is at National Fire Preparedness Level 5, the highest possible level as of this morning. 78 large fires are burning across the country right now. 22,751 personnel assigned. Let's move north to Washington State because the coal wash fire near Mabton is also a major emergency overnight. It's burning south of the town of Mabton in Yakima County, south of Highway 22 and east of Highway 97. Local officials estimated approximately 8,000 acres. Note this has not yet been officially confirmed by NIFC. Level 3 Go Now evacuations south of Highway 22 and south of Glade Road are in effect per Yakima County. Level 2 B-set evacuations are in effect north of Highway 22. Monitor Yakima Valley Emergency Management. The fire has caused power outages in the Mabton area. Local businesses confirmed closures as of Saturday. All right, let's do a rapid sweep through the other major fires burning across the west this morning. It's near Snoqualmie Pass, Washington. The Three Queens, 849 acres, 2% contained. The King Fire, 7 miles northeast of the pass, 459 acres, 0% contained, both showing active behavior. If you're traveling the I-90 corridor today, monitor WSTOT for road conditions and possible closures. The Little Giant Fire northwest of Leavenworth, 140,379 acres, 15% contained. The Army is fighting this one. 240 soldiers from Joint Base Lewis McChord, the 1st Battalion, 23rd Infantry, are assigned there. Oregon Grasshopper Fire near Mount Hood National Forest, 93,365 acres, 76% contained, but a red flag warning is in effect today. A Chaco National Forest confirmed. Winds 12 to 18 miles per hour, gusts 20 to 30, humidity 15%. All that progress is at risk. The Hagen Fire east of Pendleton, 59,107 acres, 19% contained. Evacuations remain in effect there. California, the timber fire near Big Sur on Los Padres National Forest, 6,669 acres, 29% contained. Numerous Big Sur residences are being threatened, active uphill runs and short-range spotting being reported. Colorado, the Aspen Acres Fire in Custer County, 102,004 acres, and here is the gut punch number. 915 structures destroyed, $104 million cost to date. Containment only 77%. That makes Aspen Acres the single most destructive fire for structures lost in the entire country this season. New Mexico Frijoles Fire near Condillo east of Santa Fe, 15,208 acres, 38% contained. Evacuations in effect. Some rain fell over the fire area yesterday, bought crews time, but gusty winds returned today, so stay alert. Alaska, the Mukluk Fire 2 miles west of Tok, 7,287 acres, 22% contained. Rain fell there yesterday, too. All right. Now let's talk about the weather driving all of this, because this is where it gets really important. An upper-level trough is pushing through the Pacific Northwest, Great Basin, and Northern Rockies today. A trough, think of it as a dip in the jet stream high up in the atmosphere, pulls cold air down from the north. But as it moves through a hot, dry region, it generates scattered thunderstorms with very little rainfall. These are dry thunderstorms. Lightning strikes the ground, but the rain evaporates before it lands. Fire starter. Red flag warnings are confirmed right now across northern and eastern Washington and the northern Idaho Panhandle, eastern Oregon, northeastern California, and northwest Nevada, where the Hawk Fire is still burning this morning. All active simultaneously, that's the geographic scale of what firefighters are dealing with right now. Temperatures across the Intermountain West today, low to mid-90s degrees Fahrenheit pretty much everywhere. Push into southeastern California and southern Arizona, 100 to 115 degrees is possible this afternoon. Relative humidity 15 to 25% across the Intermountain West, dropping near 10% in the desert Southwest. Now shift your focus east to Texas, Oklahoma, and the lower Mississippi Valley. That heat dome is not budging. A heat dome, that's when high pressure acts like a lid on a pot, trapping hot air beneath it for days. The NWS Fort Worth office confirmed Dallas tied its record high for August 22nd at 105 degrees Saturday. Today's official NWS forecast for Dallas, high near 105 degrees, extreme heat warning through Sunday evening. Heat index, the feels like temperature, is forecast to approach 108 to 109 degrees in the DFW area today. The NWS national page says it directly. Numerous daily record high temperatures expected through at least Tuesday for much of Texas, Oklahoma, and portions of Louisiana, New Mexico, and Arizona. Not our words, theirs. Scattered thunderstorms could fire up across the southern plains into the lower Mississippi Valley tonight. Texas A&M Forest Service already has 6 active wildfires in the state. Fire weather threat stays elevated this week. All right, let's talk about the 48-hour bridge. What changes between now and Tuesday morning? The upper trough exits the northwest by Monday, but it doesn't bring relief. It brings a new problem. As the trough moves out, pressure gradient winds can surge briefly in valley corridors before easing. Pressure gradient, that's the squeeze of air between departing low pressure and building high pressure behind it. That brief squeeze could push surface winds 15 to 25 miles per hour in fire-sensitive valleys Monday morning. That is the window fire managers are watching most closely for the Hawk Fire and the Coal Wash Fire situations. Then high pressure builds firmly over the Great Basin by midweek, which means sunshine and heat. Again, NWS Portland's area forecast discussion confirms seasonable weather returning Sunday, warming trend midweek. And the WPC extended forecast, valid through August 27th, is direct on the southern plains. Hazardous heat continues. Now, the 5 to 7 day picture for the West. And I want to be completely straight with you on this. The NIFC monthly outlook says above normal fire potential across the Northwest, Northeast California, Northern Plains, Southern Plains, and the lower Mississippi Valley through the period. That's the big picture. Here's where I want to be honest about model uncertainty, because your trust matters more than sounding confident. The GFS and ECMWF are not in perfect agreement on timing for wind events later this week over Nevada. A 12-hour difference in when those winds ease could be the difference between crews gaining ground or losing it. What both models do agree on, and this is the part I can say with confidence, is the moisture picture. No atmospheric river is on the horizon for the West in the next 5 to 7 days, none on either model. Atmospheric river, that's a narrow corridor of tropical moisture that can deliver inches of rain to the West Coast. The WPC's Day 2 outlook does flag a marginal risk of storms near the Four Corners, but that is very limited. It is not a fire relief rainfall event for Nevada or the Pacific Northwest. Don't let anyone tell you it is. So here are 3 honest scenarios for the Hawk Fire over the next 48 to 72 hours. Best case, winds ease to under 10 miles per hour by Monday morning. Overnight humidity recovers to 25 to 30%. Crews establish containment lines on the flanks. Fire holds near current size. Structures are protected. Middle case, winds stay gusty 15 to 25 miles per hour through Monday afternoon. Fire continues to grow in size. Expanded evacuations become necessary. Communities in the North Valleys remain on high alert through Tuesday. Most challenging case, dry thunderstorm activity generates additional lightning ignitions in Northwest Nevada. Multiple new starts simultaneously strain resources already stretched to National Preparedness Level 5. These are not predictions. They are the honest range of outcomes given what the weather is doing right now. If the Day 7 fire potential outlook holds as a Day 5, then Day 4, then Day 3, we will update daily here. Let me close with the number that puts this entire season in context, and it's staggering. So far in 2026, 50,239 wildfires, 7.65 million acres, confirmed by NIFC as of August 22nd. That's 170% of the 10-year average for acres burned. We have not yet hit the end of fire season. 22,751 firefighters on the lines right now, including crews from Australia and New Zealand. All right, here is the actionable bottom line for Sunday, August 23rd, 2026, broken down by where you are. If you are in the Reno-Sparks area, check emergencywashoe.com and perimeter map for evacuation zone status right now. Check nvenergy.com for power restoration information, and do not go near the fire area. Let crews work safely. If you are under an evacuation order anywhere in the West today, please leave. Do not wait and watch. If you're in Yakima County, Washington, Yakima Valley Emergency Management is your official source for updates. If you're in Washington or Oregon, today is a critical fire weather day. No outdoor burning of any kind. If you're in North Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, NWS extreme heat warning is in effect. Drink water, check on neighbors. Heat index near 108 to 109 degrees in the DFW area today. That can be dangerous in a matter of hours outside. If you're anywhere in smoke-impacted areas of the West, close your windows. Run your HVAC on recirculate. Air quality across the Pacific Northwest and Great Basin ranges from unhealthy to hazardous in some areas. This situation is actively developing. The Hawk Fire is the story I'll be watching most closely through today. I will have a full update for Sunday evening, and if conditions warrant, a breaking update this afternoon. Hit like and subscribe and turn on notifications. Monday could see major developments on multiple fronts. Once again, 78 large fires, 22,051 personnel, all NIFC data as of August 22nd, 2026. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe out there. And please, if you have evacuation orders, take them seriously.